Okay, we are back, and we're ready to start Case 29 in Supernatural Investigations. Divided we fall. Matthew, we've arrived in Mississippi, where the Supernatural Alliance is holding an emergency meeting to discuss a plan of attack against the imminent demonic invasion. We've only got 2 days before the Earth is aligned with Saturn and Mercury, and the Demon Queen can tear open the veil between their world and ours. Matthew, I think we can win this. The Supernatural Alliance was formed to defend against exactly this kind of threat to the equilibrium of our world. And I just got word the meeting is taking place in the Supernatural Alliance's stronghold. Whoa, sounds pretty legit. It is. It exists between dimensions, but it's made accessible to this dimension in case of emergency. It's a big stone tower with glowing green lights. I'm going to represent the good demons. I've got some things to get ready, Matthew, so I'll meet you there. No problem, Arthur. See you soon. Matthew, let's head to the stronghold of the Supernatural Alliance. Alright. There is a body here. There. Okay, got it. First star. Matthew, this dead body, it's Roxanne Vega, leader of the Vampire Coven. Last time we saw Roxanne was in Niagara Falls for the Supernatural Ball. There's a hole in her chest, and her body looks all broken. I say someone staked her through the heart, and she fell from the top of the tower. She might have been pushed. This is a bold move for someone to pull, killing a vampire coven leader just before a meeting of the Supernatural Alliance. We've got to find the killer. This backpack could lead us to someone who witnessed Roxanne's death. Let's search it. And what is this cute wolf plushie doing here? You're right, there's a piece of paper attached to its neck. Let's recover the faded text on it. Matthew, Roxanne's murder here at the emergency meeting could be politically motivated. We've got to find our killer, or they might strike again. Time to get to work. I'll get the wolf plushie out of the way first before I go on and get stars. Matthew, this is a plane ticket attached to the wolf plushie for Priya to fly to Sweden? This has to be a gift from her boyfriend Xander. That's so sweet. I don't want to ruin the surprise, so we won't tell Priya. Let's just talk to Xander and see what he can tell us about the murder. Okay, now I have to get stars, so sit tight, everybody. Okay, I got myself up to 8 stars, or 9 rather. Now let's talk to Xander. Matthew, I figured you guys would be here too, but I didn't say anything because I wanted to surprise Priya. We found the surprise. Tickets to Sweden? That's so fun. Yeah, it's daylight 24/7 in Sweden in the summer, which means we skip one of the full moons. Might be a nice escape after all this emotional darkness. Totally. Speaking of, did you know Roxanne Vega was murdered, stabbed, and pushed from high in the tower? Yes, I heard it happened in the top floor near the tower's energy orb. If you're on the case, I'll keep my nose to the ground and let you know if I smell anything fishy. Perfect, please do. In the meantime, Matthew, it's probably time we check out the energy orb room Roxanne was pushed from. Get the backpack out of the way. Got it. Todd Anderson, Little Fish, Big Waves. Matthew, this book you found in the backpack was written by Todd Anderson, the journalist murdered in Chicago. Judging by the other items in the backpack, I say this book belongs to Anderson's young mentee, Avery Mitchell. It makes sense that she'd be here. She's a witch, after all. Let's see if Avery witnessed Roxanne's murder. Gotta get this posted. Okay. Matthew, it's good to see you. I love that everyone's banding together. This will make us strong against the demons. Well, we think someone tried to do the opposite when they murdered Roxanne Vega earlier. Do you know anything about that? No, that's awful, and it completely undermines the spirit of this meeting. I hope nobody lets that murder shake their confidence. We can't tell if it was an act of terrorism, but Roxanne's death certainly has political ramifications. My mentor Todd Anderson said, "Fear trembles our hands and renders us ineffective. We must be poised and consistent in our conduct. We can't let stuff like this murder scare us. Now I've got to go prepare for the meeting." Sure, we'll find you if we need to speak further. Got it. Okay, got the first star. Wow, Matthew, that glowing orb probably has something to do with making the stronghold accessible to our universe. So cool. You're right, we can't get distracted. Well, that big broken window is definitely the one Roxanne was pushed through. Whoa, that doll you found is dressed just like Roxanne, but it's got weird symbols on its face. Let's figure out what those symbols mean. And good eye, this mirror has strange gooey stuff on it. Looks like part of a message. Let's see if we can figure out what it says. Okay, I got 7 stars, but I'll go ahead and do this now. Got the 9. Demonic symbols. Whoa, Matthew, the symbol on this Roxanne Vega doll is actually a combination of 2 demonic summoning sigils. One is a symbol for the archdemon of Woe, and the other is for the hunter demon. Was someone trying to summon these demons to attack Roxanne? I think Felix could tell us more about this freaky thing. Oh boy. I see you, Gwen. Oh. Matthew, did you decipher the message on that mirror? The message says, I see you, Gwen. What? Matthew, what does that mean? Ooh, Gwen. It's me. Gotcha, man. You should have seen your faces just now. Ronnie, is that you? Yeah, Matthew, I'm a ghost now. Isn't that awesome? Actually, it is awesome, because we need to talk to you about your mom. Had to stop earlier because I was close to 10 minutes of film time. But let's talk to Ronnie Hawk. Ronnie, I'm sorry to tell you that your mother was killed earlier. What? That's terrible. I mean, I hadn't known her as my mom for very long, but discovering she was my mom opened up a whole other supernatural side of myself I never knew existed. As a supernatural trend vidder, I was honored to learn I was actually part supernatural. A Dhampir. I have Roxanne to thank for that. And now you're a ghost. I know, how cool is that? It's like a dream come true. I just wish vampires could become ghosts too. Okay, and I'll let these two run their courses. I have 2 stars left to collect. So for now, this is Matthew. I'll see you soon. Okay, we are back. Let's get the results of the autopsy from Ben. As we make our way through this penultimate case. Ben, from what Matthew and I could tell, Roxanne Vega's killer stabbed her in the heart and pushed her out a window. What else did you find in your autopsy? Well, I know the stabbing instrument was a wooden stake of some kind, since that's the only way to kill a vampire. That's also why her skin has grayed. And I can tell she didn't just fall, but was deliberately pushed out the window, because I found a substance on her chest in the shape of a hand. Could you identify the substance? Yeah, it was a mixture of vegetable oil, mustard seed, vinegar, and human flesh. Sounds like someone was eating pickles. Wait, did you say human flesh? You mean not in the traces of skin cells kind of way, but straight up human flesh? Yep, exactly what it sounds like. The sample was pickled human flesh. Definitely for eating. Your killer must have indulged just before 86ing Roxanne. Ugh, that's pretty gross. Okay, Matthew, so we know our killer eats pickled human meat. That's a disturbing thought. Felix, what can you tell us about this doll of the victim? Well, Matthew already figured out the symbol on it is a combination of summoning sigils, which is pretty bad news. My research pointed straight to one book, Dealing with Demons, How to Survive When Everything's Gone to Hell. Sounds like a joke. It's no goof. The book is a manual on what to do when you can't keep the peace with demons. Most times, negotiation's out of the question. And one of the chapters says, if you can divert a demon's malice to another target, you're out of harm's way. But clearly it didn't work. Demons don't use anything as gentle as a stake to the heart. So when your killer's plan backfired, they just murdered Roxanne themselves. Bait and switch gone wrong. You got it. In any case, your killer's defo reading the book Dealing with Demons. Well, Matthew, the killer's gonna have to summon more than demons to keep us from catching them. Matthew, we came to this interdimensional tower to help the Supernatural Alliance coordinate a plan against the imminent demonic invasion. But we've been sidetracked by the murder of Vampire Coven leader Roxanne Vega. We still don't know if her murder was politically motivated, but it certainly looks that way. Young witch Avery Mitchell is convinced Roxanne's murder was an act of terrorism to weaken the Supernatural Alliance. Priya's werewolf boyfriend, Xander, is here too, and is on the lookout for suspicious activity. And Roxanne's son, Ronnie Hawk, is here. He's saddened by his mother's death, but he seems distracted by his excitement about being a ghost. Matthew, sorry to interrupt, but everyone's gathering in the assembly hall. The meeting's about to start. And we'll start chapter 2 after this. Okay, let's start chapter 2 now. Divided we fall. Your last left off with Xander confronting us. Matthew, I'm glad I found you in time. Everyone's gathering for the meeting now. Looks like the investigation's on hold for the moment, Matthew. Let's go inside. Where is Arthur Darkwood? He's supposed to moderate the meeting. If he doesn't get here soon, we can't stop the demonic invasion. What's going on? Arthur's not here yet? No, nobody knows where he is. We're doomed. Stay calm, all of you. It's true that Arthur may be our only hope to thwart the demonic invasion. And it's definitely worrying that he's not here, but we have to... And Roxanne Vega was murdered. This whole meeting was probably a trap set by the demons. Stay calm. Matthew and I are on the case, but the meeting will have to be delayed until Arthur arrives. Please clear out. Well, we can't just wait here like sitting ducks. I'm out of here. Matthew, this isn't good. I hope Arthur's not in trouble. At least this gives us a chance to wrap up Roxanne's murder investigation before the meeting takes place. By then, hopefully, we'll have caught our killer. Let's take a look around here and see if we find any clues. And of course, That's defenestration, throwing someone out the window. Matthew, this chest looks important. Let's look through it. And someone made a protest sign for this meeting. It says, vamps equal demons. If this person hated vampires like our victim as much as demons, we should find them and talk to them. The multicolor ink on the sign is very strange. Analyzing a sample of it could tell us who made it. Matthew, who would bring a bottle of wine to a meeting like this? This tag says it's for Roxanne. Let's recover the printing on the label to see if we can figure out who this is from. Hold on a minute, folks. Okay, I've gotten all stars. So let's go ahead and get this out. Got it. Matthew, this scroll you found in the chest looks important. I think it's an official pledge against the demons. Against the demonic horde, our flags will sail. We shall defend ourselves to keep intact the veil. But someone scratched out demonic horde and wrote Roxanne Vega. That could be the work of our killer. Let's get the scroll to the lab for examination. Go. Perfect, Matthew. Now that you've got a sample of the strange ink from the anti-vampire protest sign, let's check it out under the microscope. Magic ink. Matthew, this protest sign was written with magic ink. That explains how it's turning all these crazy colors. Who could have made magic ink and a sign like this? Clearly not a vampire or a demon. You're right, Avery is a witch, and she's the only person I could see making protest signs for this event. Let's ask Avery what she's got against vampires. Go. Avery, did you make this protest sign equating vampires with demons? Yes, I made a whole pile of protest signs to hand out at this meeting. But that was the only anti-vampire one I made, just to get back at Roxanne. Don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against vampires in general. I've even been to some of their parties, shared my pickled human hors d'oeuvres with them. So what did Roxanne do to make you so mad? She never acknowledged my efforts. She said I was just at this meeting to make it look like the supernatural youth have a voice. I have to say, that opinion doesn't surprise me coming from someone over 300 years old. But I read Dealing with Demons to prepare for our discussion, and I have fresh ideas to bring to the table. I hope one of those fresh ideas wasn't offing Roxanne to make herself heard. Now, let's check out the old bottle. Did it. Matthew, this isn't a bottle of wine, it's a bottle of blood. And look, the label says De la Mort, as in Fabien De la Mort. Only he is decadent enough to give a vintage bottle of blood to Roxanne. Fabien was Roxanne's second in command in the Vampire Coven, so let's see what he can tell us. Matthew, I'm glad you could join us for this meeting. And you found my bottle of vintage blood I brought for Roxanne. It's the only thing to go with my pickled finger food. I mean finger food literally, of course. Fabien, this is no time for snacks. Did you know Roxanne was murdered earlier tonight? Roxanne is dead? Well, this certainly puts a snag in the soak of the evening, doesn't it? We hoped that as our coven's second in command, you might have some ideas about who did it. Well, given the context of this meeting, it is easy to assume she was killed by a political detractor. But you know Roxanne, she was a calculating heartbreaker, and she wasn't exclusive to dating vampires, so this scorned lover's possible identity is limited only by the creatures attending this meeting. I wish I could say that helps us narrow it down. I don't mean to be glib, I'm just as disturbed by this news as you are, but I don't envy your task of finding the killer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to open this bottle before the assembly gets underway. Alright, I'll see you guys when the scroll has run its course. So for now, this is Matthew. I'll see you soon. Okay, we are back now, and let's get the results of the scroll. Felix, did you find any evidence that the scroll was defaced by Roxanne's killer? Well, Priya did, actually. There were traces of pickled human juice on the scroll, which you know your killer likes to eat. Way foul. What I learned was that the scroll was a new pledge that they were going to show everybody during this emergency meeting. But since the meeting hasn't happened yet, that means your killer is one of the privileged few who've seen this pledge in advance. And they knew it well enough to sneak in a dig at Roxanne, so your killer is familiar with this pledge. With the pledge. Well, Matthew, we don't need to take a pledge to promise to catch this killer. You're right, Matthew. The killer could have left clues when they answered or left the tower. Let's do another sweep outside. Got it. Matthew, what is this strange rock thing? It looks like a face, and it's got this strange dial on its nose. See if you can work your magic and crack the code on that dial. And this broken panel could be important. Let's piece it back together. Okay. I got it. Whoa, you definitely figured out the code to make that thing do something. Let's get this device to Hope and see what she thinks it's for. Ouija board. Matthew, that broken thing was a spirit board. Huh, that's weird. There are stains on the board as if someone put a wet glass on it. You're right. The stains are circles around certain letters. The marked letters are D, E, I, O, R, and X. What do you think? Wait, if we rearrange the letters, they spell Die Rocks. Whoever left this wanted Roxanne to die. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Only ghosts use spirit boards to communicate, and we happen to know a ghost with close ties to Roxanne. Let's see what Ronnie has to say about this thread. Ronnie, why did you write this message telling your mother to die? Because she deserved to die. What happened to your excitement about being a ghost? I didn't tell you this before, Matthew, but being a ghost gave me some time to think things over. My mom knew I was already half vampire and she had the power to finish the job. But instead she drained my blood after my murder and didn't give me the chance to be a proper vampire. So I appeared here and confronted her about it, and she just shrugged it off, said my blood made her more powerful, and that's all she cared about. I'm sure that was hard for you to hear. It was, and now I'm just a ghost. The only upside is that I get to appear in other people's paranormal shows. But that'll all be over soon. Have you read Dealing with Demons? It says in A Demonic Takeover, they turn all media into demonic propaganda. Trendvid will be a literal hellscape, like everything else. Mom was the one who put me in this cruddy situation, so she deserved to get ghosted too. I hope you didn't act on those feelings and kill her, because we're no strangers to charging ghosts with murder. As far as we know, he did not do it. And I'll let the glowing stone run its course. I'll have all stars collected by then. So for now, this is Matthew. I'll see you again soon. Well, unfortunately, my computer shut off, so let's show you what the results were. Matthew, the speaking stone you brought me is so cool. I'd only heard about them, but never saw one in person. Speaking stone? You mean that thing talks? Totally. Watch. Wendell, go. The emergency meeting of the Supernatural Alliance will take place at the Stronghold in 24 hours. That message is from yesterday, of course, but you get the idea. It's basically like a supernatural phone, complete with voicemail. Well, just like finding a regular phone, it led us to its owner, the Wendigo, Wendell Go. But after Wendell killed Ronnie Hawk at Niagara Falls, we turned him over to the FBI, and they put him in confinement. Is he out now? Let's go see if Wendell's at the meeting. Of course, that led to speaking to Wendell Go. Wendell, weren't you imprisoned by the FBI for the murder you committed? How did you get here? Let's just say that when it comes to locking up a Wendigo, their security is inadequate. I figured I might run into you here, but I had to take the chance. This meeting is too important. Well, since you're here, did you know that Roxanne Vega was murdered earlier tonight? Oh, that makes me so angry. Roxanne's killer's gotta be a demon supporter trying to mess everything up for us. Do you know who did it? I'll take care of them right here in front of you. I don't care if I have to go to prison again. I worked too hard to maintain the kind of life I want, without a bunch of slavering demons coming in and flipping on everything on its head. I know how bad things can get. I've read Dealing with Demons, and the picture it paints is far from pretty. Calm down, Wendell. We don't want more bloodshed tonight, but please seek us out if you hear or see anything helpful. That will do for this. I'll get to chapter 3 in just a moment. Okay, we've returned, and let's get to chapter 3 now. I'm trying to do this with what battery I have left. I gotta put an order in for a new charger, because that thing just charges by some random luck, I guess. Matthew, tensions are super high. Everyone's waiting for Arthur to arrive so we can start discussing defensive strategies against demonic invasions. But nobody knows where Arthur is. I hope he's just running late. Meanwhile, Roxanne Vega was murdered, which we think could have been an attempt to sabotage the meeting. Matthew, I know you kicked everybody out of the assembly hall for your investigation, but I was hiding in the walls because I'm a ghost and I can't resist. And I just heard someone doing something in there. They ran away as soon as I arrived, so who knows what they were up to. Thanks for the tip, Ronnie. Matthew, let's go check out the assembly hall. Dog muzzle's a clue. Metal pieces. Okay, sorry about that. It looks like you found some items of interest, Matthew. Maybe one of them was left by the intruder Ronnie clued us about. That place card marked Roxanne's seat for the meeting, and it looks like something else is written on it, but it got erased. Let's recover the writing. And what's this muzzle doing here? Did somebody bring their dog to the meeting? Hey, is that a blood stain on it? Or is it something else? Let's get a sample. And these broken metal pieces look like something important. We should put them back together. Moment, folks, while I get the stars. Pull off another limited time. I got all 5 stars. Let's get this out of the way quickly. Got it. Now that you've collected some of the substance from that muzzle, I don't think it's blood. Let's get it to Priya for analysis. After this, I might have to, whoa. I might have to quit this one. Matthew, the writing on Roxanne's place card says, "Go eat a steak," and there's this drawing of a monster with it. Oh, good eye. This drawing is of Wendell Go. He must have written the threat to Roxanne. Let's go get him to explain this. Wendell, this is quite a threat you wrote to Roxanne. Did you think since you killed her son, you might as well kill her too? Don't be ridiculous. Going up against the demons, the last thing we supernaturals need is discord among us. But Roxanne didn't see it that way. According to her, I'm apparently half demon. I pickled and ate a human she was planning to keep for herself, and she said I have no decorum, that I'm a sloppy, barbaric monster. Well, I didn't see her there when that witch Avery and I took the pledge with the others to fight the demons. Wonder how she'd feel about us barbarians after we saved the world from certain destruction. Roxanne wasn't there to take the pledge because she was murdered, and if you did it, we'll make sure you go somewhere you can't escape. Take a break here. Well, I said I had to take a break because my computer was almost out of battery again, and only charging up to the 20s in terms of percent. Got it. Okay, it's 8. Weird, Matthew. This is a medallion with Fabian's face on it. Fabian's vanity truly knows no end. Wait, what's happening? Matthew, the medallion is glowing, with numbers on it. They show today's date and midnight. What is this about? Did Fabian arrange a secret meeting? He'll have to explain himself. Fabian, what's the story behind the secret meeting you called? Matthew, you must understand that tensions are high right now, and I didn't believe someone as vain as Roxanne was equipped to lead. So I called a meeting to promote myself as the new coven leader. As the pledge says, against the demonic horde our flags will sail. It all takes me back to the French Revolution, which I participated in, I'll have you know. And what about Roxanne's 342 years of experience? Roxanne may have been my elder, but I know she avoided all possible conflict when it didn't pertain to comparing dresses or boy toys. She hadn't even read up on the subject of combat with demons, whereas I consider myself something of an expert. I know what this looks like, but I only ever murder specimens of the finest nutritional value. I can tell you Roxanne did not meet those standards. Moment. Gonna have to hold here. Okay, I've returned, despite another low battery again. Priya, what can you tell us about the substance Matthew collected from the muzzle we found? It makes me furious, that's what I can tell you about it. What do you mean? That muzzle you found belongs to Xander. He has it for safety during full moons. And the substance you found on Xander's muzzle is that vamp tramp Roxanne's lipstick. I compared the sample to lipstick I took off that dead hussy's face. Well, what was Roxanne's lipstick doing on Xander's muzzle? I have no idea, but let's go ask Xander right now, shall we? Okay, apparently I ran into some trouble last time and now I gotta do this again. Priya, what can you tell us about the substance Matthew collected from the muzzle we found? It makes me furious, that's what I can tell you about it. What do you mean? That muzzle you found belongs to Xander. He has it for safety during full moons. And the substance you found on Xander's muzzle is that vamp tramp Roxanne's lipstick. I compared the sample to the lipstick I took off that dead hussy's face. Well, what was Roxanne's lipstick doing on Xander's muzzle? I have no idea, but let's go ask Xander right now, shall we? That was where we last left off on. Let's see what he has to say. Xander, you want to tell me what Roxanne Vega's lipstick was doing on your muzzle? Whoa, babe, slow down. I just almost choked on this pickled finger. What's going on? What's going on is that Matthew found evidence that you and that vamp are messing around behind my back. I would never do that to you. Sure, Roxanne tried to flirt with me, but she did that with everyone. And let me guess, it worked. But then you realized your mistake and murdered her to cover it up? Priya, I don't know what else to say. Nothing happened with Roxanne. I love you, and I don't want to be with anyone else. My promise to you is as serious as the pledge I'm making to defend this world from the demons. I swear, if Matthew finds out you did kill Roxanne, never seeing me again will be the least of your concerns. I don't think he's the one. Let you know my battery is actually starting to charge for a change. Wow, Matthew, we knew Roxanne was a polarizing figure, but we didn't know she had so many enemies. Despite being her second in command, Fabian didn't trust her to lead the vampires and had arranged a meeting to overthrow her. And she was pretty awful to Wendell. Exclusion and division is the last thing the Supernaturals need right now. Then there's the possible scandal and cover-up between Roxanne and Xander. I hope for Priya's sake Xander's telling the truth. What a mess. And this case comes at the worst time, when we should all be discussing our defense against the demons. We've got to wrap this up quickly and cleanly. Good idea. We can go take another look around the top of the tower, since we know she was killed up there. Well, I certainly stocked up. Still waiting on my charger that I ordered last month. All right. Got it. Roxanne's glove. Matthew, isn't that one of Roxanne's gloves? Maybe it came off in her scuffle with the killer. There's stuff all over it. Let's collect a sample. You're right. There could be a clue in all this debris from the broken window. But careful not to cut yourself. We've got to hurry, Matthew. Arthur could arrive and start the meeting any minute. Perfect, Matthew. Let's get the sample you took from Roxanne's glove to the lab for testing. I know, I have got to catch up. I'm about 4 cases behind because I've been waiting for my charger. Because this old one I've had for a long time just isn't cutting it anymore. That's kind of why I've been on hiatus. Got it. Looks like a pen. No, it's a steak. Gotta hurry. Matthew, this fancy wooden steak was mixed up in that pile of broken glass. This has to be the steak the killer used to stab Roxanne before they pushed her through the window. Of course it's not bloody, since vampires don't bleed. But we should send the steak to Priya to make absolutely sure. 9 hours. I'll see you guys when these 2 are finished. For now, this is Matthew. I'll see you soon. Okay, we've returned. Let's get the results of the powder sample. Hey Matthew, Priya's a bit preoccupied for the moment. So I thought I'd take this analysis off her hands. Yeah, she had a bit of a scare earlier. Honestly, I don't think Xander would cheat on her, but I know I'm no authority on romance. Anyway, what can you tell us about the stuff Matthew found on Roxanne's glove? Well, it's a blend of herbs, some pretty rare ones I had to dig for in my books. But ultimately found out that this combination is used among supernaturals to treat scars. Now, as you could guess, your victim didn't have any scars on her, save for the big stake hole in her chest. So the scar herbs are definitely your killers. The killer may use those herbs to clear up their scars, but we'll now use it to clear up this murder case. Okay. How are you doing, Priya? I've been better. I can't tell if I trust Xander is telling me the truth about not cheating with Roxanne, or if he's just a wolf in boy's clothing. I hope he's telling the truth. You two are perfect together. Well, I guess we'll know the answer when you've solved this case. That stake you found is definitely the murder weapon. I also found some black fiber stuck to it, and since Roxanne wasn't wearing black, we know the fiber came from black clothes on your killer. Got it! Matthew, we're looking for a killer dressed in black. Matthew, we finally got enough evidence to catch Roxanne Vega's killer. Let's go get him. Not Xander Stark. It is definitely not Avery Mitchell, because I don't see a scar on her. definitely not Ronnie Hawk. And it's not Wendell Go. I just hope that guy's not naked, though. And who would have thought? Fabian Delamore. I can finally close the book on this case after dealing with battery issues earlier. Fabian Delamore, you're the one who murdered Roxanne Vega. When the Supernatural Alliance hears what you did, you'll be in huge trouble. What? Why would I kill Roxanne? She was the leader of our coven, and we need leadership now more than ever. But you had planned a secret meeting to replace her as coven leader. I think a dead leader is easier to replace than a living one. Admit it, Fabian. You took the supernatural pledge you read up on dealing with demons, and you got Roxanne out of the way. It was all a coup to take charge yourself. I had to kill her. Roxanne was going to help the demons take over. Why would she do that? She was well aware of the demons' plan to kill all of humanity and most of the other supernatural creatures. So Roxanne wanted to offer to help them enslave everyone instead, to serve the demons and demonstrate her loyalty to them. It was all just a scheme to save her own skin. What? Did she tell you all of this? Yes! Roxanne took me for a turncoat and believed I'd support her cause. When I refused, she threatened to silence me. So before the meeting, I prepared a stake that I kept concealed beneath my blouse. When Roxanne moved to attack, I drew the weapon and plunged it into her chest. Then in a switch movement, I dislodged the evidence from her chest and pushed her through the window to fall to her inevitable death. Now that traitor has no chance of aiding the demonic conquest. I can't believe Roxanne would turn against her own kind like that. She was selfish. It happened countless times in the centuries I've lived in this world, and it was happening for millennia before that. But her death could mean saving billions of other lives. Lock me up if you must, but I will rest easy knowing that I've thwarted a direct threat to our liberty. I'm afraid that isn't just up to us. Your judgment for Roxanne's murder will have to be addressed by the Alliance during the meeting. Wow, Matthew, we suspected Roxanne's murder was politically motivated, given that she was the leader of the Vampire Coven. But I hadn't guessed she was killed because she was siding with the evil demons. Fabian will face judgment for his actions by the Supernatural Alliance. We'll see what they decide. Gwen, there's still no sign of Arthur, and the Alliance has decided to hold the meeting without him. We better get in there then. Come on, Matthew. I know I'm about 2 cases behind because they've started the new season already. I've still been waiting for my charger, but I've been trying to find ways to continue this. And we'll get to Beyond the Veil 4-5 after this. Okay, we're ready to start Beyond the Veil 4-5, and here we go. Matthew, we were right all along to suspect that Roxanne's murder was politically motivated. Little did we know she planned to help the evil demon take over, and Fabian killed her to stop her. Now Fabian will face judgment for the murder by the Supernatural Alliance as part of their emergency meeting. Matthew, I'm super worried about Arthur. Everyone's waiting and nobody knows where he is. He did say he had things to do before he came to the meeting, so hopefully they're just taking him a bit longer than expected. Matthew, I've been asked by the Supernatural Alliance to lead the meeting in Arthur's absence. It falls on me, being both supernatural and a supernatural hunter. And they want to start now. Starting the meeting now is probably a wise decision, because the Demon Queen will tear open the veil to our world in 2 days. Let's head to the tower, Matthew. supernatural compatriots, the Demon Queen is assembling her forces as we speak, readying for the moment when the Earth is aligned with Saturn and Mercury. This is when the veil between the demonic world and our own can be broken, and it is only 2 days from now. That isn't much time, and we have already had a traitor in our midst, Roxanne Vega. Fabian Delamore killed her to keep her from double-crossing the Alliance. We cannot let justice waver, even in this difficult time. Members of the Supernatural Alliance, what say you in judgment of this act? Fabian did it for the greater good. Yeah, Vega was a threat to this world. Very well. By the power bestowed upon me to the Alliance, Fabian Delamore is acquitted of the murder of Roxanne Vega to protect our world. Moving forward, we must do everything possible to avoid further loss among our ranks. Now it appears our best course of action is to keep the veil from opening. If we succeed in doing that, the demons cannot enter our world. My team is working hard on finding a solution. If you have anything that could help, please speak to Matthew. We've got to act fast. Wow, Matthew, Priya's got mad leadership skills. Matthew, I got something that might help against the demons. I can tell you more when you've got a moment. Same here, Matthew. I've got to talk to you and Priya. Well, the next phase of operation, Save the World from Demonic Takeover, has begun. So who do you want to talk to first, Matthew? Let's talk to Ronnie Hawk first. Matthew, I'm sorry I got so distracted by my mom's murder that I forgot to tell you this. Now's the time, Ronnie. What is it? Before my mom died, she was up in the energy orb room talking into a communicator with the demons. She yelled something about a note she found here that revealed a weakness of the evil demons. Ronnie, where's this note? Please tell us you have it. I don't. Mom says she erased it. What? But if you check up in the energy orb room, it might still be there. And you guys are investigators with, like, special detective tools, right? You could probably get the note back. And anyway, she said it was written in demonic symbols, so I couldn't read it if I tried. Erased or not, symbols or not, that note could be essential in our fight against the demons. Let's go search that room, Matthew. I got 21 minutes before my battery runs out again. So I better hurry. Got it. Phoenix is right there. Okay. Matthew, this faded paper is probably the note Ronnie was talking about. He said it had information about the demonic takeover written in symbols. If that's true, it explains why Roxanne erased it. Let's recover the writing. Got it. Whoa, Matthew, Ronnie was right. If these symbols describe the demon's plans, I have no idea how to read it. Let's have Felix try to decipher it. No, I cannot speed this up because I am under limited time on my battery. God, I hope my charger comes soon. It's been over a month. Xander, I'm sorry I bit your head off about Roxanne. I believe that you weren't having an affair with her. Of course I wasn't. I would never do that to you. But you know how Roxanne was. She came onto everything that moved, supernatural and otherwise. It was just a power trip for her. I love you, Xander. I love you too. Oh ho ho ho. Now, Matthew, let's get down to business, because I want to help defend against the demons as best I can. You and everyone else, we've got a lot of strength gathered here. Yeah, some supernaturals even have contributed goods to the cause. What kind of goods? Well, there was a sack left here in the assembly hall. I don't know who brought it or what's in it. What? It could be helpful or dangerous. We've got to figure out what it is. Matthew, let's check it out. Also, some demon disguises were donated by a member of the Alliance, in case you need them. Here, take one, Matthew. Do it. Got to finish this out. Okay, see the clue. Matthew, this must be the sack Xander mentioned, so we don't know who brought it here or what it contains. But it's clearly locked. Let's get it open and take a look inside, but be careful. Got it. Ooh. Matthew, you got the mystery sack unlocked. And what are all these strange objects inside? They don't look dangerous, but they could be cursed or something. Let's see what Felix can tell us about these things. Okay, looks like I'm going to be able to finish this out in time. I'll let these two things run their courses. And for now, this is Matthew. I'll see you again soon. I gotta charge this thing up somehow. I'll see you all soon. And we've returned. Let's get the results of the mysterious drawings from Felix. Hopefully I can get this over with. Apparently my battery is not charging fast enough. Felix, please tell us that note Matthew found isn't just someone's idle doodles. That's what I would have guessed they were, but I showed it to the team and Hope made some sense of them. That's great news. Hope, what can you tell us? Well, this is a symbolic script that my mentor, the disguised good demon Rathimiel, taught me. Of course, he never explained what it was for, except that it was important to know. And you remember how to read it after all these years? Well, I was a little rusty. Luckily, I still have my notes, and I got it decoded. So maybe you can tell me what this means, Matthew. It says, there is still hope. Wait, as in hope, or as in you, Hope? That can't be a coincidence. Yeah, it's gotta mean me. Otherwise, this is a strangely optimistic but extremely unhelpful message. So does it mean you're our only hope against the demons? I don't know. There's no more information here. Ben is the most experienced hunter among us. Let's see what he thinks about this. Hold on. Ben, Matthew found a coded message from Rathimiel that we were told concerns the demon's weakness. Luckily, Rathimiel had taught me the code it was written in, and I kept all of those notes. It says, there is still hope. As in, you, Hope? I don't know. I confess, he was my mentor, but he didn't tell me about any of this. It's true that you were the final key to the cage the Demon Queen was trapped in. There's probably something special about you that can help us against the demons. Well, I'm flattered to hear I'm helpful, but it will be nice to know what it is I can do. I wonder if Rathimiel taught you other things, besides the code, that have to do with this special quality of yours. Can I see your notes from your mentorship with him? Of course, but I'll warn you, it's years worth of material. We'll start right away. I'll look with you and we'll regroup with the team later to discuss anything we find. Also, I found some extra money in the team's petty cash to donate to the cause. Here, Matthew. Now let's see what he has to say about the strange objects. Felix, that is. Felix, what can you tell us about the strange things Matthew found in the assembly hall? Are they dangerous? Not at all. They're the opposite, actually. They're protective talismans. Each of them was crafted specifically to ward off demonic evil. But if they're all to protect against demons, why are they so different? Well, each of them was made to protect a specific type of supernatural creature. That disc is for vampires. The pink one is for aquatic supernaturals. The X-shaped one is for you werewolves, and so on. That's wonderful, but who made these? I found Avery's name etched into each one with a little heart. That girl's a real sweetie. Absolutely. Matthew, we've got to go thank Avery for making these. Avery, these protective talismans you made for everyone are wonderful. I felt it was my duty as a spellcaster to aid my fellow supernaturals. We're all in this together. And against the demons, we'll need all the help we can get. True. And now we've got to get these distributed to everyone. Yes, I was waiting for Arthur Darkwood to arrive and test his demon powers against them to make sure they were strong enough. Someone said they saw him arrive outside, but now he's gone again. Arthur's here? Matthew, we've got to go find him. Avery, would you go distribute your talismans to everyone? Yes, I'd be glad to. Meanwhile, Matthew and I need to figure out what happened to Arthur. If someone saw him arrive, we should check outside. And let's have a snack while we search. All this delegating is sapping my energy. And I think to save a little power on my computer, I'm going to open the sticker packs off camera. Got it. Seems I tied it. Tied my high score. Or bested it anyway. I gotta hurry. No sign of Arthur out here, Matthew. Where could he be? And what is this torn fabric you found? I agree. Maybe it'll lead us to someone who saw Arthur arrive, and they can tell us where he is. Let's get a piece back together. Got it. Sorry about that, everyone. The charger finally came, and unfortunately I might have cut off the last part of this. But let's see what happens. Yeah, I did. And there's no way I can repeat this, but now that I have my charger, I probably won't have that problem again. So I apologize about this case and the missing parts too. I should be able to get caught up now. I'll have to go look on Pitching Ace 88's videos to finish out this one. But now I'm all caught up. The new season has gotten underway. Now I know I have some catching up to do. So again, I apologize about the delay, folks. I had to wait a month for my charger, and it works, thankfully. Five. Four new ones. Looks like I'm gonna get another sticker pack here. Okay. Okay. Alright. And I'll see you guys when I have 3 people to help me out here. I'll see y'all soon. For now, this is Matthew. I'll see you soon.